Hey kids, it's Miss Myers here in the Music Zone today and with a lesson for lower graders. This lesson is called Play Like Beethoven. Who is Beethoven, you may wonder? Well, his real name was Ludwig van Beethoven. He was a German composer who lived about 250 years ago. In fact, this year would have been his 250th birthday. Let's listen to something that he wrote. Oh, isn't that pretty? Now that's probably one of the most famous songs that he ever wrote. It's known as Für Elise, and so many people over the centuries have loved it that it's become very well known. Now Beethoven was thought of as one of the greatest composers, that's a person who writes music, who ever lived because of the amazing music that he wrote. Part of his secret was that he knew how to create great musical ideas. Beethoven would think of a musical idea and then play it over and over again. Sometimes the same way, sometimes he'd change it a little bit, but keeping with a musical idea made his songs really memorable to the people who heard them. There's a word for a musical idea. It's called a motif. Now, anyone can use a motif to create their music, but Beethoven was one of the best. What might be the most famous song that he wrote was his Fifth Symphony. And his fifth symphony has one of the most recognizable motifs that was ever written. Let's give a listen. Now, I'm sure you've heard that. That is a very, very recognizable song. And did you hear it? The motif. His motif is just 4 simple notes. Did you hear it? 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to listen again, and we're going to see how many times we hear him play his motif. Times he played the same motif. It's a rhythm motif over and over and over again. Now we're going to look at what it looks like if we saw it written down. Okay, we have it written in 2 ways. It's written in our notes on top. Then down here we have our rhythm language. So we have it written as T-T-T-Ta. Okay, so we have one high sound and a low sound. T-T-T-Ta. It's a pretty short motif and pretty simple. Let's see if we can clap it with our hands. T-T-T-Ta. Pretty short. Do it again. T-T-T-Ta. Excellent. Now you can play that on any instrument. In fact, I think we can best experience Beethoven's song if we find some things to go play on. So I'm going to take a minute and grab some stuff around my house that I can use to play on. And you don't need a music instrument. You can just pick anything that you happen to have. Let's check back and we'll see what you find. Hey, I'm back! Did you find some stuff around your house that you could use for musical instruments? I hope so. Here's some of the things that I found. I found a book. I found a little drum, which is an actual music instrument. Then I have a little box, a little cardboard box, and I found this little plastic container. Now, I'm not going to actually use my hands. I found a pair of chopsticks. So I'm going to use a pair of chopsticks to play on each of them. Let's see if I can hear Beethoven's motif. T-T-T-Ta. Listen. Did that sound like it? Let's try it on the drum. I like that. Let's try it on the cardboard box. Ooh, I'm going to try one more. This is on the plastic container. Okay, so it's pretty fast in this song, but you know, it's a great challenge. Let's play along with Beethoven. Now, if you happen to find even just 2 things, you can play along with us. All right, so we're going to try to play T-T-T-Ta along with Beethoven. Here, we're going to start from the very beginning. You ready? Here we go. Oh, it wasn't perfect, but boy, it's pretty fun. the kind of things that you can explore and the ideas that you can come up with. Now that's us playing along with Beethoven and his motif. But you know what? I'll bet we can come up with some things of our own, okay? Now I'm going to show you in just a minute how I made one, and then you can make one how you want. This is my cat Millie, and Millie was my inspiration for lots of different songs and music. And today I use Millie as my inspiration for my song, Silly Millie Cat. So I'm going to show you how I made that. And this is what it looks like. Silly Millie Cat. And I used rhythm notes and I used rhythm language. If we use the rhythm language, we can see it says ti, 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 ta. See, it's almost like Beethoven's, but it's a little bit longer. Now you can do the same thing. You take a musical sentence or a very short sentence, and then you figure out how it would clap or how you would make sound out of it, and then you just play it on your various instruments, okay? Let's try this on each of my instruments and see if we can make it sound like that. So, Silly Millie Cat, Silly Millie Cat. You can also think ti, 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 ta. Let's try it on the drum. Ti, 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 ta. Oh, that's fun. Let's try it on the box. And see how easy it is. This is how you make your own music, and you're using what Beethoven did. You're using a motif. You can even play it on a rubber chicken. Isn't that fun? Awesome. I hope we've given you some great musical ideas today, all inspired by our great friend from long ago, Beethoven. I hope you had fun in the Music Zone today. See you next time. Bye-bye.